Along the west coast of Sodor was a branch line. It ran along sandy yellow beaches and through seaside towns, until it ended at a port where big ships came in. It was built a long time ago and had since fallen into disrepair. However, one day, the Fat Controller decided to reopen it, but he needed an engine to run it. Morning, sir.
Good morning, Doc. Your work in the yard these last few years has been good, and I think it might be time you need a change. What are your thoughts?
Oh, a change from pushing coaches would be nice, sir. What did you have in mind?
Well, how would you like to run a branch line of your very own?
Oh, yes! Please, sir. Yes, please.
Very well, then. I shall make the arrangements at once. I hope you will work hard and be a credit to me.
Oh, certainly, sir. Duck took great pride in his new branch line. Their responsibility delighted him. He enjoyed exploring every curve and corner of the line. This is just like being on holiday.
Well, you know what they say. A change is as good as a rest. But there's still a lot of hard work to do first.
Duck's driver was right. There was a lot to do. Stations had to be rebuilt, and the work took a long time. Duck could not do all the work by himself, so the other engines helped too. Donald and Douglas took it in turns to haul trains of heavy stone and materials up the line.
That's one load down, Duck. Dougie will be here with the next one soon.
Thank you, Donald. The twins worked very hard. Everyone did. But as time went on, they became exhausted. And on the worst days, rather grouchy.
What happened next? My side rod broke, just like that. So they took it off and,
Come on, Edward. No time to chit-chat with old fogies in the sun. There's work to be done. Get to it.
Well. Excuse me, Douglas. I would like a word with you.
Okay. What now?
Trevor and I are good friends. And we didn't much appreciate your comment earlier. You know, you and him have quite a bit in common.
Oh, do we now? And what would that be?
Scrap.
Oh, don't you dare mention that word. It makes me wheels wobble.
It does the same to Trevor. He was once destined for the scrapyard too, but the vicar and I saved him. Now he's really useful again. I'm sure you can relate, can't you, Douglas?
Aye, indeed. I'm sorry, Edward. I shouldn't have been so rude earlier. I'm just tired, that's all. The Fat Controller is running us ragged with this new line. I don't know which way I'm going half the time.
Yes, we're feeling it too. The Fat Controller could really do with another steam engine around here.
Aye, he could. And quickly. But yon knows there aren't many left over there.
One morning, Gordon was in the yard taking on a large supply of coal.
That's the third load of coal you've had today, Gordon,
said James.
Some might say you're being rather greedy.
I'm an important engine, replied Gordon. Important engines need plenty of coal, but I doubt if you would understand that, James. James snorted and went about his work. Later, Gordon was taking on water from a standpipe because the water tower was under repair.
I wouldn't drink too much of that water if I were you, Gordon. It might give you boiler ache.
Pah! said Gordon. What's this? Educating Gordon Day? First James, now you, Duck. Big engines have big needs. Little engines are just annoying. Don't say I didn't warn you, laughed Duck.
Express coming through.
I'm not happy.
Your firebox is out of order, said James. No wonder, after all that coal you had yesterday. Hard work brings good appetite, snapped Gordon. You wouldn't understand. I know, put in Duck brightly. It's boiler ache. I warned you about that standpipe on the other railway, but you drank gallons. It's not boiler ache, protested Gordon. Of course it is, said Henry. That water's bad. It furs up your tubes. Your boiler must be full of sludge. Have a good washout. Then you'll feel a different engine.
Don't be vulgar, huffed Gordon. He backed down onto his train, hissing mournfully. Cheer up, Gordon, said Sir Topham Hatt. I can't, sir. Is it true what Diesel says, sir? What does he say? That Diesels are taking over. Don't worry, Gordon. That will never happen on my railway. One more thing, sir.
The others say I've got boiler ache, but I haven't, sir. I keep thinking about the dreadful state of the world, sir. Is it true, sir? All my Doncaster brothers drawn the same time as me? All gone, except one. The guard's whistle blew, and Gordon puffed sadly away. Poor old Gordon, said the Fat Controller. If only we could. Yes, I'll ask his owner at once. He hurried away.
Now, I'm telling you two, I'm worried about Gordon.
Now look, Toby, we all are. But every single time he stopped at Ellsworth Station, I've tried to get him to open his mouth, but he just won't say what happened.
Doc, you must know something. James told me you two spoke to him when this all started.
Well, I don't know either. Whenever me and James talked to him, we were just teasing him. But I don't know. Now that can't be the reason. There must be some logical reason why he's been so depressed lately.
Never heard that whistle before.
Toby! Behind you!
Really? You're playing jokes now? I'll have you know that I'm really worried. Oh my goodness! Okay. Maybe you weren't joking.
Moments later, Gordon's driver ran towards him all excited.
Wake up, Gordon! The Fat Controller's given you a surprise. Look! Gordon could hardly believe it. Backing towards him were two massive green tenders and their engine shape was very like his own. "It's Flying Scotsman," he gasped. "The Fat Controller's brought him to see me. Oh, thank you, sir." Gordon's toot of joy was drowned by Flying Scotsman's as he drew happily alongside. Next day, the two engines were photographed side by side. "You've changed a lot," smiled Flying Scotsman. "I had a rebuild at Crewe. They didn't do a proper Doncaster job, of course, but it serves. I had a rebuild, too, and looked hideous. But my owner said I was an extra special engine and made them give me back my proper shape." "Is that why you have two tenders, being special?" "No, it's hard to believe it, Gordon, but over there's hardly any coal and water. But surely every proper railway..." "Exactly. You are lucky, Gordon, to have a controller who knows how to run railways." Everyone got on well with Flying Scotsman, except Henry. Henry was jealous. "Tenders are marks of distinction," he complained. "Everybody knows that. Why's he got two?" "He's famous," explained Duck and Donald. "He was the second to go 100 miles an hour. Besides, the other railway has no coal and water." "Whew," sniffed Henry. "I can't believe that. I never boast," he continued, "but I always work hard enough for two. I deserve another tender for that."
Duck whispered something to Donald. He was going to play a trick on Henry. "Henry," he asked, "would you like my tenders?" "Yours? What have you got to do with tenders?" "All right," said Duck. "The deal's off. Would you like them, Donald?" "I wouldn't deprive you of the honor," replied Donald. "It is a great honor," continued Duck thoughtfully, "but I'm only a tank engine. Perhaps James might..." "I'm sorry I was rude," said Henry hastily. "How many tenders have you, and when could I have them?" "I have 6, and you can have them this evening." "6 lovely tenders," chortled Henry. "What a splendid sight I'll be." Henry was excited all day. "Do you think it will be all right?" he asked for the umpteenth time. "Of course," said Duck. "They're all ready now." The other engines waited where they could each get a good view. But Henry wasn't a splendid sight at all. His 6 tenders were very old, dirty, and filled with boiler sludge. "Had a good washout, Henry," called a voice. "That's right. You'll feel a different engine now." Henry was not sure, but he thought the voice belonged to Gordon.
Ever since he was escaping scrap from the other railway, Control over there had reports about him from various railway staff and called him the Mystery Train. He, Toad, and Isabel the auto coach were hidden in an old branch line that had once led to a quarry by a friendly signalman and piled the entrance up with rubbish. Diesels were sent to track him down, and they would often pass the old quarry entrance, not knowing that he was there. Oliver, Toad, Isabel and his crew hardly dare say a peep. Steamer, come out to play. Steamer, come out to play.
Before the creation of British Rail in 1948, Britain was made up of 4 major companies. They were the London and North Eastern Railway, the London, Midland and Scottish Railway, and of course the Great Western Railway, where I come from. My name is Oliver and I am a GWR 14XX tank engine. I was built in 1934 and was one of many 14XX tank engines.
Morning, Oliver.
Good morning, Clarence. And you too, Paul.
Top of the morning.
There were 76 of us built. I remember the names of all my brothers and sisters, but we'd be here all day if I named them all. The 2 who were the closest were called Clarence and Paul. We lived at a small station on the lower southeast of England. There was also William, a class 67XX who would often visit, and it was a very pleasant life. Well, mostly pleasant. In 1949 we were all repainted into that boring British Rail livery. We hated it at first, but eventually we got used to it.
Hello, Mr. Clarence. Or is it Mr. Paul?
I'm neither. I'm Oliver.
Oh, goodness me. How many of you tank engines are there? I've been pulled by Bob, Jerry, Tim, George, Chris, and they all look exactly the same. But anyways, nice to meet you, Mr. Oliver.
Nice to meet you. What's your name?
Name? Oh, we Rolling Stock are too low. Ranks for a name.
Rubbish. Everyone deserves one. Unless, of course, you're a troublesome truck like those. The trucks were troublesome like usual, but Toad did such a good job of keeping them in order, and I was very impressed. He may be timid, but Toad stands no nonsense, and I have the utmost respect for him. My goodness, how did you manage to get all those trucks to behave? You're one of the most useful brake vans I know.
Well, thank you, Mr. Oliver.
I think you deserve a name.
Well, if you say so, I'd be honored. But I can't think of any names.
How about Toad? You are a Toad brake van, so it fits you perfectly.
I like the sound of that. Toad it, shabby.
Of course, Toad didn't realise what an actual Toad was for many years, but we soon became quite good workers together. The other brake vans were often lazy, but Toad was so hard working that the engines would often fight over who would get to take him out.
What about your coach, Isabel?
Before I escaped, Isabel was just an ordinary coach among the crowd. There were lots of auto coaches on our line. I remember some of the names were Shirley, Connie, Tabitha, Mary, the list goes on. The coaches were special because they had controls that were wired up to the engines. Therefore, the driver could drive the engine from the coaches. The Great Western was very into making rail traffic efficient. They also had slip coaches, which could be uncoupled while the train was still moving, and the guard would brake the coach to the station platform. We have some on our line now.
Must have been very productive.
Indeed it was, until the invasion of the diesels. They started to come into style in the mid-1950s. At first they were just the Class 08 shunters, which were much easier to use for arranging coaches and trucks. Then in the late 50s the mainline diesel started taking over. I remember one diesel in particular who was very horrid. He arrived in 1961 and his name was Darby, likely after where he was built.
To hell with steam. There's something called efficiency. It rises through time, through change. To hell with us. You can go to hell, you dirty brute. How about I meet you there, eh?
Don't listen to him, Clarence. I believe his mouth is where his exhaust comes out.
There's not a steam engine in sight apart from us. 10 years ago this whole area would be flocking with them.
You are right, Oliver. Still, I'm sure we'll always have use here.
As much as I wanted to believe that, I knew it wouldn't be true. The 60s saw an exponential drop in steam engines. Soon, on average, we only had 2 trains a day, and were just sitting in the yard most of the time. 1964 was, well, the beginning of the end. They withdrew the auto coaches from service on our line and replaced them with big BRMK1s. They were quite nice and comfortable, but it just wasn't the same. Then they retired Clarence and sent him away. The same happened to Paul in 1965. It was just me and William left. Then we came to 1967, which was the final year.
You know what, Toad?
What is it, Mr. Oliver?
Our railway hasn't seen much business ever since diesel power became more present.
You're right, Mr. Oliver. It's sad we've barely had any passengers or goods on the line. Poor Miss Isabel hasn't been out to the shed in a while.
Look, there goes another one of those diesels pulling what could have been my goods train.
You steamies are old and clapped out. You'll all be scrapped.
We diesels are taking over. We are revolutionary.
Don't worry, Mr. Oliver. I'm sure we'll have work soon. Look, here's the manager.
Ah, number 1436. I see you're in steam. I was hoping you weren't. I mean, there's a small goods train bound for the end of the line. Only vans and a couple of wagons. It ain't much, but it's work.
Yes, sir. Right away.
Also, take that brake van with you. Frog, or whatever you call him.
My name is Toad, sir.
Yes, Toad. Whatever. 1436, please collect your train.
I arrived at the yard. My manager said there weren't many trucks on the goods train. I wasn't going to believe him. Not a whole lot of goods to take with us.
Don't worry, Mr. Oliver. Maybe the factory where these are going might have a delivery that needs to be taken back here.
You might be right, Toad. I guess we'll find out when we get there. Out on the main line, I had to stop with a signal, when suddenly a loud horn sounded. A huge green diesel pulling a passenger train noticed me on the other line.
Oh, look there. One Great Western engine left still working in their pathetic brake van. It's a shame all your friends are scrapped. It won't be long before you're at the cutter's torch.
Rubbish! I'm still in working order.
Mr. Oliver and I are still really useful, no matter what you or any other real engine says to us.
Yeah, by being the only ones who are still in service, picking up valuable space.
Ha! This is pure nonsense coming from a tin can diesel.
Just you wait. One day I'll personally take you to be scrapped.
I soon arrived at the factory. However, it was bad news from the worker.
I'm sorry, Oliver, but due to some unfortunate events, our factory won't be using steam engines for delivering supplies starting next week. However, there's one last delivery for today. That lone truck over on that siding.
I quickly ran to get the van for the return trip. Toad, notice how miserable I looked.
You're sad, aren't you, Mr. Oliver?
Yes, I am, Toad. Those diesels ruin my chances at having work.
Times are changing, Mr. Oliver. Steam engines are no longer modern, and people think they're not reliable for work.
Toad and I decided to head home after an unsuccessful day of work. I thought that maybe things would change tomorrow. We arrived back looking depressed that nothing went right that day.
Guess what, Oliver? I'm going to be preserved. I've been bought.
Oh, that's fantastic. I wish I could be preserved.
I'm sure you will. You're the last 14XX in these parts. Wouldn't want to get rid of that.
I'll also be the last steam engine. Guess that will suck.
Oh yes, that's right.
Oh, I wish there was a railway somewhere that steam engines could be guaranteed a home at. There needs to be a sanctuary for steam locomotives.
I've heard of something kind of like that. You know the island of Sodor, right?
Yes, of course.
The controller there is dedicated to preserving steam. There are a few diesels, but the majority of that railway is still under steam power, and it's likely not going to change. Back in 55, I was talking with an engine at Paddington who was about to go there.
Oh really? Do you remember his name?
Well, his real name was Montague, but he went by a nickname. I think it was Duck or Goose.
Oh, that would be the perfect place for an engine like me. However, since I'll likely be the last engine here, I may just be preserved. But I wasn't preserved. In fact, I wasn't even the last engine. About 5 days later, the yard manager came to speak to me. Withdrawn? When and why?
I'm sorry, Oliver. It's manager's orders. You'll be put into storage next week. We just can't afford to operate steam anymore.
And I'll be scrapped, right?
Well, considering that's usually what happens, I'm so sorry, Oliver. The manager just doesn't seem to give a damn. He claims we're falling behind in the railway business.
And thus it was arranged. I remember my last run. The train was very crowded. The people were sad to see me go, but at the same time they were glad steam was finally being eradicated. My driver and fireman were sad too. They were only qualified to drive steam engines, so finding work would be extremely difficult. Whilst putting the coaches back in their shed, I saw Toad and Isabel looking shabby on the siding.
You're being scrapped, aren't you?
Yes, and I can only guess you two are as well. Oh, how dreadful. But I guess everything must come to a close eventually, and I think we have finally reached that great western end. I puffed into the old shed one last time. It was empty, ready to be demolished. The breeze blew gently through the berths where my brothers had been, knowing I would soon join them. It was over.
Oliver! 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 Wake up!
Huh? What's going on?
Come on, boy. We're getting you out of here. We're leaving.
Leaving? Where on earth are we going?
The island of Sodor. Our only hope. It's worth a shot. Now come on.
Hi guys. Hey, where's Jake? Hey guys. I got all my stuff, but I can't really stay long. I went by to get Julie, and she got caught sneaking out. Her dad thinks it was to see me. Why would a girl sneak out to see a boy anyway? Well, it's just a matter of time before my parents know I'm gone too. So I gotta go. Thanks. I think we got it from here. Okay. Bye. Bye. Good luck. Great! One last kid that won't get in trouble. You really think we're gonna get in trouble? I don't know.
Fireman, open the firebox.
The driver and fireman quickly but quietly set up my fire. My wheels were wobbling with excitement. I had a chance of surviving.
So when we start to move, that's when you throw the switch. How will we know when you're ready?
Oh, you'll know all right.
Okay, let's go. Good luck, sir.
You too, Missy. You watch yourself out there. When you throw that switch, you get back away from the track. And if you can't throw that switch, you get way back.
My driver was about to pull the regulator when a thought struck me. A driver? I think there are two who would like to tag along.
Good. Oliver?
What are you doing, Mr. Oliver?
Rescuing you, of course. We're going to Sodor. How long will it take to get there?
It's about a 300-mile journey. If we don't want to be spotted, we'll have to go at night. Trains end at 1 and start up again around 5:30. We'll find a place to hide during the day, then continue at night. We're escaping! We're escaping! Shh! We don't want to be caught. Now, we've got enough steam. I guess we're all ready.
Guess so, driver.
Right. Are you ready?
Let's roll. Let's go.
Yes, sir, Revolve. Kansas City, here we come.
Come on. Come on, Ben, we gotta hurry. Come on, Ben, push harder. Come on, Ben, think. Use your head. I think it's breaking.
Come on, we need that switch.
It's free. Yes, it's free. Ah! Yes.
There's an old station not too far from here. We'll stop and hide there.